Hi Leo, welcome to Sophquest. I'm Spence. Welcome back if you're a subscriber and welcome in if you're new. So, happy birthday to you, Leo. It is your season. Happy birthday to all of you that are having a birthday this week. This is a weekly reading for the week of July 26th through August 1st. We are in your season, the season that is the natural fifth house of fun, sun, romance, children, play, and I just got a card for you, the answering the call. The time is now. Leo, that just popped out. This is from the Denise Linn Sacred Traveler Oracle cards. I am going to read that for you in just a moment. First, I'm going to also pull 9 cards from the Crystal Visions Tarot by Jennifer Galasso. And while I'm doing that, Leo, why don't you settle in with me? While I am shuffling a couple of times, although I've already shuffled quite a bit, I'm going to shuffle a little bit more for you. Time to take a deep breath and relax. Take some time just for you, Leo. Relax your shoulders, take some deep breaths. You can drop your cortisol, that stress hormone, relax and bring up some serotonin and dopamine so you feel better. Feel a little bit more clear-minded. Okay, while I lay out your 9 cards. Now I'm going to read these cards. You're going to see each one. I'm going to read them horizontally, vertically, and then big picture. Okay, so you'll see them all, and you'll see them all in conjunction with each other. Wow. Leo. Nice. You've got some opportunities coming up, I think, this week, or choices in front of you that you are going to make a decision on. You may want to stall, but I don't know if you should. It may make you feel worse if you do. But I think it'll be good news. I just think that you're just not quite going to know, what's up until you actually make the decision. You know what I'm saying? That might happen for you. Wheel of Fortune, yeah. A time of change, so decision time maybe, I think, for you, Leo. Or someone else making a decision also. All right, answering the call. The time is now. Let's read that for you. Answering the call. I love it. It's somebody's birthday, I wonder who. It's someone right there in the room with you, smiling and laughing and waving you. It's somebody's birthday, my goodness, it's you. That's my birthday song, Leo. Hope you liked it. Okay, answering the call. Time is now. You've been called, Leo. The sacred journey always starts with a call. You might feel ready or uncertain and a little unwilling. But when you receive the call, you must respond. If you've been waiting for your life to turn out, the waiting is over. Your true and authentic life is happening now. If you've been hoping for a sign, this is it. Right now you've been called and a gateway is opening for communication from the spirit realm. The energy of courage surrounds you. Come on, really? Leo season? Wow. You may not know what the future brings, but you do know that it is now time to act and go forward. Hold on. Okay. Spirit is trying to get your attention. Your spirit helpers are telling you that this is the right time. So listen with your heart. The time is now. It is time. You can do it now. Throw your shoulders back, take a deep breath, and plunge forward. The waiting is over. No matter what concerns or hesitations you may have, in the deepest sense of self, you are ready. You must believe and trust. Follow the signs, for there will be many, and miracles will abound. I love that so much for you. I have to say, when I was looking at the cards, the 9 cards as I laid them out, I think I was talking out loud about them, and I was saying you may not want to make a decision. You may be holding back, not sure what's going to happen. If you make a decision, that's what I'm seeing. So if you've been vacillating back and forth a little bit, or maybe procrastinating about something that it not only does it need to change, or that a decision you need to make, Leo, but it seems to me like it's gonna change something and be so new that you're not sure if you'll find your footing. It's, well, and doesn't it make sense because we've got 2 Aquarian full moons, right? We had one this past weekend. We're going to have one in another month. And in between, you're going to have your new moon, which is a real burst forward energy. That'll happen in a couple weeks. But basically, at the beginning right now of this week, July 26th time frame, you know, you are at that full moon energy at 1 degree Aquarius. Aquarius is your opposite axis, your natural 7th house, the house of partnerships and marriage very much. So maybe there's a decision that's happening and you and your partner, and if you're not married, this can be any kind of partner in life or the person that you're kind of making life decisions with, if there is someone in your life. Those people may be very important in the decision-making process for you right now, right? But between the 1st degree and then the next full moon also in Aquarius at the 29th degree, right before we go into Virgo season, all of that transference, all of energy, right, from 1 to 29 degrees of Aquarius, that is new innovative thinking. And it's going from 1 to 29 degrees, the whole sign of the wedge of the zodiac of Aquarius, your opposite sign. This is big for you, Leo. It's a huge decision-making moment in your life. And in between those 2 full moons for you, Leo, is your new moon. So right now, this week, it's like coming. It's like you feel it coming, and then next week, you're going to go through Lionsgate, 8/8, August 8th, which will be the new moon, your new moon. The Lionsgate, they call it Lionsgate portal. It's a big change. It's when we really do hear from Spirit, and you're going to know what to begin. Right now, it's like you're the revving up period, and I think you're feeling the revving up period, because Venus and Mars, both planets, feminine and masculine, okay, are both in Virgo, and that for you is your 2nd house of finance as well. So very much, you guys, if you're working in a team with someone making decisions, you may be talking and having to make decisions about what you're going to change in jobs, in money, in your marriage, in relationship. So they're big issues right now for you, Leo, and you're making huge changes. And we see that with the Wheel of Fortune. This is a pivotal time in our lives, a moment where things change. Okay, this is Major Arcana. Under that is the Ace of Pentacles, and this is a brand new thing that is tangible in your life. It can be a new job, it can be a new home, it can be a new relationship. It can be a new beginning in a relationship. And remember, your opposite sign being Aquarius, ruled by Uranus, the shock and awe planet of change, radical innovation and ideas. When its energy is very strong, we often feel and pull the Tower. So under the deck, this is what I'm seeing for you. A brand new beginning that is completely different. This could be a new house, where you leave one house and move to a new home. So this many of you could be moving. Okay? And a new job could be also, if you just lost a job during the full moon, or your partner just lost a job, then that's another change. It would change your finances. It could change where you move or your transportation to and from work, things like that. Big things could be happening for you. Okay, Leo, now I'm looking at the 7 of Cups, and this is, wishful thinking. What should I choose? What opportunities are here for me? With the King of Wands, I see this is you, Leo. So you're in your own energy. You're feeling strong and sure and confident, but you have choices. And maybe, just maybe, you're not sure what the right choice is. And I'm seeing that here with the Judgment card. But it is a second chance. It's a new beginning. The Judgment is when we hear Gabriel's horn. Come back to life. Wake up. It's a wake-up call. Hey, you. Knocking on your door and giving you a new chance here. So this is when life is offering us opportunity. And we have to be strong and sure and, I suppose, courageous to take the new opportunity and to make the choice. So I can see where maybe you're not sure what to choose. You're hearing the call that the time is now for you to make the choice. I mean, seriously. Can you believe I pulled these cards after pulling that card. So, especially in your season, right? It's all here. The timing is here on the table. I'm looking at it. It's right here. I call this the God clock. So then we have the Hangman. So here's you going, I don't know. I better take another look at this. Maybe I should look at it differently. Maybe with a softer heart. Because I really don't want to regret any decision that I make. So maybe you're taking a look internally and asking yourself emotionally, well, how do I really feel about it? Right? And the people in my life, how are they going to feel about it? So if this is about a job, if this is about moving out of town, there are feelings here. You have deep feelings here, and you're really trying to be brave and bold, because I think that whatever these opportunities are, and if they're not opportunities, it can be just confused emotions. It's instead of I should make this choice or that choice, it can just be, I don't know, I feel this way and that way about things, which is why we can't make a choice, because our feelings are changing, right? Feelings are temporary. One day we feel one thing, the next day we feel another thing, which is very human. There's nothing to feel guilty about when we just don't really know how we feel about something. So in the Hangman state, I think you're trying to look at it from different perspectives. That's what this card is really about. It's about gaining wisdom by looking at things through different perspectives. Your perspective, someone else's perspective, which changes your perspective and allows you to see through others' perspectives as well. It's a practice, being able to put yourself in other people's shoes. At the center of your reading, in the second row, is this Page of Cups. You care very deeply. You want very much to do the kind and right and good thing here, right? This is an opportunity. It feels like something new, that it feels sweet and kind and good, and I think would make you happy, the card above it. We'll go down the vertical in a second, but then there's this Five of Cups. There might be some type of regret. You're worried about regret here. Or perhaps you made a decision in the past unilaterally without really consulting anyone else. And maybe that's why you have regrets. Maybe there's a regret here because you made a decision and you didn't really talk to whomever to make the decision together. That's kind of how I'm seeing this. I'm seeing a Page of Wands. This is good news. It's a potential, an opportunity coming in, and a conversation that could go really well. And trusting your gut about how to have this conversation or what to say. And I think it's about love. So I do think that your relationship is very much involved here, whomever your relationship is with. So Leo, what I'm seeing here is that you really need, I think first of all, give yourself a break. That maybe you didn't understand how someone else felt in the past when you made a decision. And now you're worried that going forward in the future, if you make a new decision, that you're going to regret again, that it may affect someone else to the negative. So instead, here's what I think the real wisdom here is for you about answering the call. You don't want to wait and vacillate so long that you lose any opportunities, okay? With the Page of Wands and the Page of Cups, this is really good and beautiful news, but I think the advice here, the encouragement that I'm seeing here, is to talk to the person. That you need to talk to whomever it is that you're worried is going to either be sad or regretful about this change. So this could be about so many different things, and because I'm talking to so many people that are, covered under the umbrella of Leo, it could be about many different things, but I'm definitely seeing that it affects any relationships that you have in your life, okay? Someone that you love very much. So the Judgment here, we'll go down the vertical in a second, is don't regret not talking about it this time with the person. If you've done that in the past and made decisions unilaterally, because you're so confident, you're like, yeah, sure, I'll do this, or no, hell no, I won't do that, without actually talking to the people in your life in order to make a collaborative decision, that might be the change you want to make right now. You might actually want to just sit down with your people, especially if you're married and it affects your husband or wife, or your family, your children, is to have a family meeting. Sit down and say, well, I've got this opportunity. Here are the specs. What should we do? Because it's a we decision, not a me decision. That's what I'm seeing here, okay? It doesn't say don't answer the call. It doesn't say don't make the decision. The time is now. But I think the real encouragement, the real advice is make sure you're getting other people's perspectives on it. Because they can really sort of help you hone in on the right decision so that you're not in a state of confusion about what to do. Because the Judgment card is the Judgment card means the final judgment. It's a final decision. Bottom line decision. It's also a new chance. So if you felt like something in the past came and went and you didn't get a chance, right, to take the opportunity, this could be a second chance at something. It can very much be that. So this is saying just really choose from your heart. And when you're hanging upside down in the Hangman and you're considering other people's perspectives, don't worry too much about making others unhappy. What you should instead consider is speaking the truth. If you're enthused about something and say, oh, I'm really excited about this, but I know it might affect you in a this kind of way. So here's more information than you knew before, than you didn't know. Right? You're talking to someone, here's information you don't know. I just got a job offer, except now we have to move across the country. Oh, I didn't know that. Okay, so are we doing this together or not? You see my point? It's like, whatever the information is that the person is unaware of, you need to make them aware of it. That's really the advice here. Make your person or your people, your family, aware of whatever comes in so that together you can make this judgment. Because it's confusing. You do need other people's perspectives and you need to talk about it. That's this line. So that you can be confident, loving by considering the feelings of others and giving them the information that they don't have, but trust your intuition about it. If it's something you really want, express that, right? Then you can make the final decision and you won't regret it when you hurt somebody else because you didn't consult them or consider them in making the decision altogether. But the decision, it's coming. The time is now, and you do need to answer the call. All right, Leo, I wish you happy birthday again. I wish every day for you to have kindness, reverence, and gratitude, and I will talk to you again next week. Thank you so much for stopping by the channel.